Happy juice has been a game changer for me. Who doesn't want to be happy? Everybody wants to be happy. Everybody wants to be in a better mood.
What I noticed physically was just more calmness.
The subtle things that used to irritate me, like things taking longer than they needed to, rushing whenever we got to be out the door as a mom, I just was able to kind of take them, process them, and move on.
Before I even ordered, I went and read the ingredients list. We're a natural family, so what we use in our house is super important to us. And we were really impressed with the ingredients once we looked into it. One of the things that gave me the most confidence to try it was the money back guarantee. So I knew that if I tried it and I didn't like it, I could send it back.
Yeah.
Good evening. I'm still reporting on the coup. I thought this 8-year-old report, number 395, was especially appropriate to dust off and examine carefully in light of our current political situation with our chief resident.
Good morning. I'm still reporting from Washington. This is the last of our 3-part series on why America is free. The final keystone in the American political system is not unique to the United States. However, it is absolutely essential in providing we the people control of the system. That concept is impeachment.
Just what is impeachment? If you're like me, you probably think that impeachment requires some sort of criminal act. Not so. Impeachment holds an indispensable and unique place in a democratic society. Let's look at its history to get a solid understanding of just what its purpose is. The history of impeachment begins in the 1300s in England.
The king had complete authority to appoint his cabinet ministers. The English Parliament had nothing to do with that. These ministers were, just as today's cabinet officials and other presidential appointees are, knowledgeable in the law and how to skirt it. Under this system, when the British Parliament observed ministers acting unethically or immorally but not in violation of any criminal statute, there was really nothing they could do. Their hands were basically tied. As one political historian of that period put it, impeachment itself was conceived because the objects of impeachment, for one reason or another, were beyond the reach of ordinary criminal redress. It was essentially a political weapon. Parliament sought a process to remove immoral and unethical leaders who had carefully avoided violating specific criminal statutes. The English rightfully understood that impeachment was the primary institution that preserved their government.
I think a part of the discussion today that tries to limit the concept of impeachment to things that are legally defined as crimes is absurd. Because most of the things that a president could do, for instance, that would violate the Constitution in terms of usurping legislative power and other prerogatives wouldn't be against the law. You're talking about abuses that would precisely involve a president's effort to go beyond the boundaries of the law in ways not allowed by the Constitution. And he could do that without violating any particular laws. So I think we have to see impeachment in that context. It is a constitutional instrument, not just a legal one.
Although impeachment did not require proof of an indictable crime, a conviction was considered so serious that it was punishable by a heavy fine, imprisonment, or even death. In England, a two-tiered system was set up to deal with impeachment. The House of Commons would bring charges, and the House of Lords would try the case.
In revolutionary America, the Founding Fathers, ever wary of centralized power, added impeachment as the final essential ingredient in our even more elaborate system of separation of powers and checks and balances. James Madison noted that impeachment was indispensable to protect the state from the incapacity, negligence, or dishonesty of the chief magistrate, and as a supplementary security for the good behavior of other public officers. The bottom line, if we are no longer willing to use impeachment in the People's House, the lower house of Congress, the House of Representatives, then our system will continue to break down. I'm still reporting on freedom. Good day.